YouTube, welcome back to another video on the channel. We got a little bit more of a special video today. It's a non-menu stream. We're going to be breaking down some defense on the channel here, more specifically about the RPO bubble screen. Before we get into anything, if this video does help you out, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, let me know what else you guys want to see, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So let's get into it. So I had to re-record this because I realized my face was actually in the way of something very important. So first things first, the formation, the defensive formations you pick does not necessarily really matter. You just need to make sure you have zones on the field. You don't even have to necessarily have zones on the field. I would just recommend it because it's the safest option, the easiest way to adjust. So what you're going to want to do, first things first, is you're going to want to hit the right stick in. No matter what console you're on, you're going to want to hit the right stick in to go to your coach adjustments. So you see right below me, don't worry about auto flip. I have this off just based off of the scheme that I run. You're going to want your auto alignment on base. This is always what you want it on if you're going to want to stop RPOs. You don't necessarily have to have this on against other things, but especially if you know your opponent is an RPO merchant, he's spamming RPOs and you just can't stop it, put it on base. I promise you it'll put it into all that RPO stuff, and you're going to have to your opponent's actually going to have to make a read, and he's probably going to quit after that. I would recommend putting your option defense on conservative because a lot of times they play the run pretty well already, and then they're going to play the quarterback in the event that the quarterback does keep the ball. Most of the time out of RPOs they don't, but some people might. So just keep that in mind. And again, you don't have to touch your zone drops. I put my hooks on 10, but this does not have anything to do with anything that we're doing in this video today. So don't worry about that. You don't have to touch your zone drops. The most important thing is you're going to want to touch this option defense on conservative and put your auto alignment on base. So go over here, pick any play. I'm going to go over here and pick LB cross 3 show 2. So I'm just going to show you, we're going to pick the gun trips RPO read bubble. And this can stop any form of this, whether it's the gun trips halfback weak, this bunch strong offset one, this normal Y off, but we're gonna mainly just focus on the gun trips. This is the simplest way that I can show you. So I'm gonna show what it looks like if we don't do any defensive adjustments, what it looks like and how open the bubble is gonna be. The AI is gonna go ahead and snap the ball here, and we can show you exactly what I mean. So see, the bubble's wide open every time, and honestly, it's probably gonna be a crib call. My Pat Tillman is faster than my Johnny Wilson, but regardless, that would be an easy touchdown. So there's 3 different ways that I would say you can stop this. Before we get into the 3 different ways, the most important thing as well that you're going to do here is press Y or triangle and press the right bumper, R1 on PlayStation or RB on Xbox, and that's going to show blitz. Again, Y or triangle and the right bumper. It's going to show blitz. It's going to bring your guys closer to the line, and it's going to allow things to be better to guard the RPO. So the first thing that you can do is you can go guard it yourself. This is, if you just know the RPO is coming, you could just go guard it yourself. Again, I know I didn't stop it right there. That's bad user by me, but that's why I say this isn't really the best option. Again, you can try to do this if you want, but you've got to have really good user. I wouldn't say really good user, but you've got to have good user. You got to have good reaction times. Otherwise, they're gonna just pepper that RPO every time. So you can go do that if you really want to. Again, I'll show you guys what it looks like to, guard that as a user. So see, we guard it as a user. He's gonna have to hand the ball off. That way, he's not just spamming that same play. But I would not recommend that. What I would recommend is, again, show blitz. You can shade underneath. Now, if you just shade underneath, and when I mean shade underneath, let me explain it. I forget. I gotta explain this down to the, way for everybody to understand it. So you're gonna want to show blitz, Y or triangle, RB, and then you can also pull that menu up again. And now this is gonna pull up your coverage adjustments. Y is going to adjust coverage adjustments. So you're gonna want to press Y or triangle, and then press down on your right stick, and that's going to shade underneath. Now, if you just shade underneath, again, he's still not going to play it just because that guy is the closest guy to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be the read key. So he's going to automatically play the run. You see, he just kind of stands there and just lets it happen. So there is one more trick that you have to do for this. So if you do that and you shade down, again, Y or triangle, and then right on the down on the right stick, and you're going to want to drag him out. This is going to allow him to no longer be the read key. He's not going to play the run. He's actually going to play his assignment. He's going to go over there and play it. So see, he plays it every time. It's going to be clamped up. So I'll show you guys again just to show you what I mean. If I drag him out and shade underneath, let me drag him out here. So if I drag him out over there, and we know the RPO is coming, he is going to play that bubble screen to a T very perfectly. And I mean, that's basically the simplest way. So the third way that you can do it, and this won't require you to drag him out, is you're going to want to man him up from an interior defender. In this case, it is going to be a linebacker. In order to pull up the individual adjustments for your linebacker, you're going to want to press right on the D-pad twice. That is going to give you these individual ones. I'm going to press A because this is who I want to be manned up on that screen. Up on the right stick and pick the appropriate icon for the receiver, and in this case is going to be RB. I'm gonna man him up. So as you guys can see, he is now manned up. I don't have to drag him out, and it's easy to disguise what I'm doing on defense so that my opponent gets stunned. He's thinking, oh, this is gonna be wide open. It is not wide open. I can tell you right now, if you do either of these adjustments, it's going to be a pick six. If your opponent throws that pass, it's gonna be a pick six. He's gonna have to run it. He's gonna have to run the ball every time. So again, I'm gonna man him up here. Let me go ahead and do that here, and we'll show you guys. He will play that every single time. He will play that zone, or he will play that player that he will get manned up, and he's gonna have to hand the ball off every single time. So that's pretty much how you stop it. I mean, those are your technically three options. I wouldn't recommend using it. I would recommend either doing the zone or doing the man up. Again, with the zone, you're gonna have to drag him out over here if you have him on a hard flat, but if you don't, you can just man him up and just leave him right here, and he's going to play that just well enough, and that'll allow you to only focus on the run, and you can easily stop this run even behind the line. If you just know it's coming, your opponent is a merchant, an RPO merchant, you can stop it every time. So again, I'm gonna drag him out and show you guys what I mean. Drag him out there. I'm gonna drag him out just a tad bit more, and I'll show you guys again that it stops it. So the AI is gonna snap the ball. I don't have two controllers, so they're just gonna have to deal with that. So yeah, like I said, they play it really well. And I mean, that's the easiest way to stop the RPO bubble. If you guys want to see more ways to stop different RPOs, let me know down in the comment section. Let me know if this does help you out in any way, shape, or form. Let me know as well what you also want to see on the channel. I'm always open for ideas, for videos that I can, whatever I can do to help you guys out as much as I can, I will do it. I appreciate y'all for showing all the love on the channel lately, man. I appreciate y'all. We will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Catch y'all later. Peace.